Most people don't lose money suddenly. They lose it slowly while believing they still have time. In the jungle, the loudest creatures aren't always the wisest. And in life, the busiest men aren't always the wealthiest. This story begins before the wisdom, when mistakes were still invisible. Before he was called wise, he was tired. Not poor, not lazy, just exhausted. Exhausted from reacting, exhausted from chasing, exhausted from believing that the next decision would finally fix everything. Every month money came in, and every month money slipped out. Bills, promises. Just this once. I'll plan next year. And slowly, without drama, without warning, life became expensive. Not just in money, but in peace. One night, staring at numbers that never felt enough, he asked a simple question. At what point did I start working this hard just to feel this anxious? That question didn't make him rich, but it made him honest. And honesty is where wealth begins. Because most people don't fail with money suddenly. They fail quietly, over years, through mistakes no one warns them about. Tonight, the sage speaks of those mistakes, not to shame you, not to scare you, but so you don't discover them when it's already too late. Mistake number 1, confusing money with progress. In his 30s, every raise felt like success. Every bonus felt like growth. But his life stayed heavy. More income didn't buy more peace. It bought bigger obligations, a larger apartment he barely enjoyed, subscriptions he forgot he paid for, convenience replacing intention. One night, he realized something unsettling. His money was increasing. His freedom wasn't. A colleague of his chased promotions relentlessly. Each year, higher pay. Each year, longer hours. At 45, the man earned well and hadn't taken a full vacation in 8 years. The sage learned then, growth that steals your life is not progress. Mistake number 2, waiting to feel ready. He thought wisdom arrived before action, so he waited. Waited to invest, waited to save, waited to learn. But readiness never came. A friend planned to invest. Once things stabilized, years passed. Markets rose, opportunities disappeared. Stability never arrives first, it is built. The sage learned, those who wait for certainty pay with time. Mistake number 3, spending to recover from stress. Work exhausted him, so he rewarded himself. Food deliveries, impulse gadgets. Treat yourself weekends, not joy, relief. A woman he knew earned well but spent emotionally. Every stressful week ended in spending sprees. Money became medication. At 50, she wondered why she felt trapped despite earning enough for years. The sage realized, if money is used to heal stress, stress will eventually consume money. Mistake number 4, believing, I still have time. This one nearly destroyed him. He postponed planning because today felt busy. Retirement felt distant. Health felt permanent. A strong, capable man received a health diagnosis at 49. Income slowed overnight. Bills didn't. The sage learned painfully, time is generous until it isn't, and money decisions ignore sympathy. Mistake number 5, trusting outside voices over inner clarity. Experts screamed, influencers promised, friends compared returns. He followed everything except himself. A group of friends chased trends together. They celebrated wins loudly. They absorbed losses silently. Everyone waited for someone else to think. The sage learned crowds are loud because they are confused together. Mistake number 6, equating busy with productive. He filled his days with motion, but avoided direction. Meetings, messages, multitasking, modern parable, the calendar trap. A man proudly showed a full calendar, yet had no long-term wealth plan. Motion distracts from emptiness. The sage learned, stillness reveals truth. Busyness hides it. Mistake number 7, ignoring small leaks. It wasn't one bad decision. It was dozens of tiny ones. Fees, unused subscriptions, lifestyle creep disguised as normal. The invisible leak. Like a dripping faucet, unnoticed expenses drained years of effort. The sage learned big problems grow from small neglect. Mistake number 8, separating money from values. He chased numbers disconnected from meaning, more without knowing why. Modern parable, the empty success. A wealthy acquaintance admitted quietly, I won the race, but I don't know where I was going. Money without meaning becomes weight. Mistake number 9, never learning how money actually works. He outsourced understanding. Advisors decided, apps automated. He stayed ignorant. Until markets fell, the sage learned, tools don't replace literacy. Mistake number 10, believing it's too late to change. This is the most dangerous lie. He almost believed it. But one morning, older, calmer, quieter, he made one decision. He stopped rushing. He simplified. He learned. He chose slowly, not perfectly, but consciously. The sage says this now to you. Wealth is not built by avoiding mistakes. It is built by recognizing them early enough to change. If you are over 30, 40, or beyond, this is not a warning. It is an invitation. Pause before the next decision. Listen longer than you react. Spend with intention. Plan with humility. Because the greatest financial mistake is believing wisdom must come early to matter. It doesn't. It only needs to come before it's too late. If this wisdom speaks to you, subscribe and walk beside the sage. Your financial calm begins here.